Okay, everybody, hello. Christy, just making sure that we're on and live. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Well, hello and welcome to Taylor Morrison's Home Buying webinar. We are so excited that you have joined us today as we walk through how Taylor Morrison can support you on every step of your new home buying journey. We have just over 700 folks that have registered to join the webinar today. With such a great turnout, we recommend, if you can, to hold some of your questions until the end. Typically on these presentations, there are a lot of common questions that are addressed throughout the session, and we will absolutely make time at the end for some Q&A. We do have some team members on with us that will be answering questions throughout. So if there's something that you need to get out there, feel free, go ahead and put it into that section. Okay, so hello, and we'll get started. We are going to be sharing some really exciting insights targeted to help you in wherever you're at with your home buying journey. We are going to go pretty deep into all of your home buying options, understanding different financing solutions that may be available for you, lend some practical tips and maybe some expert advice to support your home purchasing decisions. But before that gets going, let's start with some introductions. I am one of your hosts. Hello, my name is Andrea Murphy. It is really great to be here with you today. I have spent over 25 years in new home construction, working in markets all across the country. I have spent time in the Midwest, the Southwest, and up in the Pacific Northwest, and have just enjoyed every opportunity I've had to help home buyers wherever they are at in their journey for purchasing a new home. There is nothing that I love more than helping people find the perfect home, the community, and where they are going to spend some time at that point in their life's journey. That's truly what I'm passionate about. We have Taylor Morrison and Taylor Morrison Home Funding here to talk to you today. We are affiliated companies working together to really just streamline your home buying journey from when you first purchase all the way through your closing. While you're free to choose any lender, our in-home team may offer some exclusive incentives and just make things a little bit more seamless for you in your experience. I'm joined today by Christy Farrow, and I'd like to give her an invite to introduce herself to you.
Thanks, Andrea. I am equally excited to be here today. Taylor Morrison has been my home away from home for, I'm going to date myself, over 24 years. I've spent my career in mortgage financing, mainly because I enjoy helping customers navigate that path to home ownership, especially as they build a brand new home. It makes it so much more exciting. I currently lead our national loan origination team, but also help support national sales and marketing efforts. I am very honored to co-host with Andrea and spend the next hour with all of you.
Thank you, Christy. Well, we would like to begin today's webinar by sharing our new ad campaign. This was recently featured in Times Square. It really highlights how we build homes for how you live today. We believe it speaks volumes about who we are as Taylor Morrison and why we are very proud to be recognized as America's most trusted home builder 11 years in a row. Thanks, team, for sharing the video, and we hope you enjoyed it. I know there are pieces of that I can definitely relate to as we've gone through the different stages of my own personal family life and all of the places that we have been across the country. And I'm sure that everybody had a ton of fun making that video. So hope you enjoyed it. So that there, I think hopefully speaks for kind of who we are and how we look at home purchasing, as well as all of the homes that we have to offer in our communities across the country. We talked about what we stand for, but what really matters is how we make our customers feel. We put here today just a few testimonials from customers that have shared their experience about buying and living in a Taylor Morrison home. As you can see, these are definitely quotes that reflect the heart of what we strive for every day. We really strive to create homes and experience that resonate with you, our customers. These are just a few examples of the trust and satisfaction that we work very hard to earn every single day. Whether it's a first time that someone is looking for their home that they're just stepping into, or maybe it's the forever home, it doesn't matter. Our goal is always the same. We want to deliver a home and an experience that far exceeds your expectations of us. Okay, so this is a fun one, and as you can see, we've tried to make very prominently our America's Most Trusted Home Builder for 11 years in a row. We are very proud of that. But Taylor Morrison has been building homes for over 100 years now, and we are one of the largest builders in the country, working in just over 20 markets nationwide. We build for all kinds of buyers, focusing on quality, transparency, and great customer care. We are also recognized by Fortune as one of the world's most admired companies and part of Bloomberg's Gender Equality Index, which is led by the only female CEO among top US home builders. With that background in mind, we'll shift gears and just talk about what the home buying journey looks like for you with Taylor Morrison. So here, this is kind of a two-pronged approach here into what can be a very fun, exploratory when you start looking for homes online. Some customers come to us just by looking at our homes on taylormorrison.com. You might be driving around and see one of our communities, our signage, and pop in that way. Maybe you have a friend or relative that has purchased with us, and whatever your style is, we're there for you to start your home search. So when you decide that you want to take a look at what we have to offer, and you start that home search with one of our team members, the next piece after you decide whether you want to go for a home that's maybe from the ground up, or maybe there's something that is already in process along the lines, you then comes I'll say the fun part, we'll say fun with finance, where you get pre-approved so that you know exactly what to shop for, right? So from there, after you've picked whether it's your home that is already started construction or something that you want to personalize along the way, you next move on to our contract process, and that's where you claim the home yours. You put the sold sign in the ground, and that is yours, and the really, really fun stuff starts. If you've chosen to go the direction where you're building from the ground up, then we do have a very unique design experience where you get to choose all of your finishes. That's when you will be up late at night, going onto Pinterest and selecting every color that your heart desires. Or maybe you decide to take a path that's a little easier and choose one of our pre-curated packages through our Canvas program. Either way, it's going to be amazing. And when your home starts construction, you get very special check-ins by our construction team. Our sales team is there with you just alongside to make sure that every piece of the process is put together and every question is answered. Finally, you get to close the move in, you get your keys, you step into your new home, And our amazing warranty team is there to support you to make sure that your first days in your new home and beyond just feel simply amazing. Since finance is typically one of the first steps in your home buying journey, I'll go ahead and hand it over to Christy at this time to kick us off.
Thanks, Andrea. I so appreciate you saying fun with finance. We know that buying homes is very, very exciting, but let's really be honest, the financing part can be a little overwhelming. So today I'm really going to just try to keep things simple. I'll walk through some basic qualification guidelines to help you get a better feel for where you are, whether you're ready to move forward or maybe you're just starting to think about what's possible. And a bit later, I'll also share some of the financing promotions that we currently have in place to help make your journey just a little easier. So first, I'm going to start by just clearing up a few common myths about home financing. And these are things that we hear all the time, and they often hold buyers back unnecessarily. You do not need to have perfect credit to buy a home. Many of our loan programs start at a 600 credit score, and we even have ways to help improve your score if needed. You also do not need 20% down. In fact, many loan programs offer much lower options, including 0% down for VA and USDA loans, and even 0% down FHA options when you pair that with down payment assistance. Another myth is that lower home price always equals a lower payment, but in reality, interest rates can have a much bigger impact, and I'll show you how that works in just a few minutes. And while the 30-year fixed mortgage is the most common mortgage term, it's not the only option. We have adjustable rate loans, and there's other programs that can help you maximize affordability based on your plans. And then finally, owning a home can often be more affordable than renting, especially when you consider stable payments and the value that you gain with a brand new home. So now that I've cleared up just a couple misconceptions, let's go ahead and take a look at the main loan options that we have available and how each one is designed to meet different needs. So this is a quick overview of the 4 most common mortgage programs. Each is designed for different situations, and I'm going to walk through them at a very high level. First, conventional loans. They're great for buyers with strong credit. You can avoid mortgage insurance with 20% down, but you can also put as little as 3% down on conventional financing, depending on eligibility. FHA loans are going to be ideal for buyers who want a low down payment. Only 3.5% is required. And FHA does also offer more flexible qualification guidelines. And another small myth is that you do not have to be a first-time home buyer for FHA financing. VA loans are for eligible veterans and active duty service members and offer one of the biggest benefits available with no down payment and great terms. USDA loans are designed for qualifying rural areas and also offer 0% down, although income and property location requirements do apply. So as you can see, there's truly a loan program for almost every type of buyer, whether you're purchasing your first home or your next one. So now the question becomes, how do we determine which program you qualify for? And that's where the 4 C's come in. So in lending, we evaluate 4 key components. We call them often the 4 C's. I like to describe them as 4 legs of a chair where all 4 need to be steady for a loan to be structurally sound. So first is collateral. That's referring to the property itself, which is the value that we confirm through an appraisal report. Second is capital. That's your ability to save the funds needed for the purchase. Third, capacity, your ability to repay the loan based on your income and existing debts. And then credit. Credit, of course, reflects how you've managed that debt in the past. So we're going to look at all 4 together to make sure that you're set up for long-term success. Let's take a closer look at what goes into the cash requirements and how lenders would evaluate your income. So I'll begin with the funds needed for your down payment and closing costs. These are based on loan program and the property's value. Acceptable sources of down payment would include bank accounts, retirement or investment withdrawals, gift funds from family members or partners, down payment assistance, and potentially proceeds from selling a property. One thing that's important to note is that we cannot use cash on hand or unsecured borrowing like credit card advances. And then there's earnest money deposit, and that essentially is the good faith money that you put down when you go under contract. That earnest money deposit gets credited towards your down payment at closing, and then lenders simply need the documentation showing where those funds came from. And then next, moving on to capacity or your ability to repay the loan. This has much to do with job stability, consistent income, usually over a 2-year history in the same field, but there are exceptions that exist. So you might be a college graduate, returning to work, and then certain self-employed borrowers have exceptions where we don't need that 2-year history. We do use different types of income from salary, commissions, bonuses, retirement distributions, and even child support. As long as we properly document, all of those sources are perfectly fine. And then we tie it all together in a bow and we look at what's called debt to income ratio, which compares your monthly debts to your gross monthly income. And we look at a good target to be below 40% of your gross monthly income. Though some of loan programs will absolutely allow for higher ratios as long as we have strong compensating factors. And then we're going to move on to credit because we want to talk for a couple minutes about what drives your credit and how you can keep that strong. Seems to be what we get most questions about. So 2 factors that drive most of your credit score, which might be shocking, is payment history and credit utilization. Together, they make up 65% of your credit score. So payment history being the biggest one, meaning that a late payment, which typically is not reported until you're 30 days past due, once it hits your credit report, it can have a significant impact. So it's always best to avoid pushing anything past that 30-day mark. And then there's credit utilization as a close second. That's going to refer to how much of your credit limit you're using. So a helpful rule of thumb would be to keep your balances below 30% of your limit. For example, if you have a $1,000 credit line or a limit on a credit card, you really want to try to keep those balances at $300. Other factors like the length of your credit history, new accounts, and the variety of credit types also do play a role, but understanding all of those components really does help protect your credit score and how you can best position yourself for good loan options. And then another common question we hear about with credit checks themselves and how they affect your score. So let's clear that up next. It's important to know that not all credit checks are treated the same. You have a soft inquiry and a hard inquiry. A soft inquiry happens when you check your own credit, get pre-approved offers, apply for insurance, or maybe an employer has to verify your information, and those do not impact your credit score whatsoever. A hard inquiry, however, does happen when you apply for a mortgage, a credit card, an auto loan, maybe you're applying for rental housing, and these drop your score slightly, literally less than 5 points. And they only impact your score for 1 year, though they do stay visible for up to 2 years. And if you're rate shopping for a mortgage or an auto loan, because we want to make sure that we are getting the best deal, multiple inquiries within a 14 to 45-day window count as one inquiry. So if you're comparing lenders, it will not hurt your scores so long as you shop within that window. When you're shopping for your home and you pre-qualify with Taylor Morrison Home Funding, we only run a soft inquiry, so there's no impact at all to your credit score. However, once you enter your purchase agreement and complete your formal loan application, we would do a hard inquiry to move forward with your loan. So if you're looking for help to boost your credit or strengthen your loan profile, I mentioned earlier that we do have a dedicated program just for that. So to help improve your score or strengthen the overall qualification, our ARROW program, or Able.Ready.Own, is here to help. It is a complimentary free service designed to guide you through personalized steps to improve your credit profile. So whether you're trying to qualify for a loan or you just simply want to improve your terms, such as reducing your interest rate or maybe reducing your mortgage insurance premiums, ARROW can absolutely help. It is available to anyone interested in buying a Taylor Morrison home, whether you're early in the process or maybe you're already under contract. There is no obligation to purchase, and our ARROW consultants tailor a plan just to fit your goals. So if you're ready to take the next step, I'll show you how to begin your financing journey. So to begin your home financing journey, you can pre-apply pre-apply online using the QR code on the screen. It's a very quick, secure way to understand your buying power early and get connected with one of our loan consultants. If Arrow looks like it would be a good starting place for you, your loan consultant can help you get started. No matter where you are in the home search, the team will be there to support you every step of the way. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Andrea. And in a couple of minutes, I'll come back and walk you through some of the financing incentives and share ways we can help you save.
Thank you, Christy. We really appreciate it. So I'll be with you here for just a couple of minutes. And as Christy mentioned, between Taylor Morrison and Taylor Morrison Home Funding, we are here to guide you through every step of the way, including if you need to sell your current home first. Our online community sales managers, as well as our on-site sales managers, are really the local experts who can walk you through the entire process. If you need to sell your current home, they can connect you with trusted resources like realtors, stagers, movers, as well as any other resource that may help you make this transition as smooth as possible. We know that it is definitely scary when selling a home, planning a move, and figuring out what to do in between. But having the right support and the tools right at your fingertips truly makes all the difference in the world. As Christy demonstrated, when it comes to financing, Taylor Morrison Home Funding is definitely there to help bridge the gap if needed. Whether you need a tailored solution that is really just to help you on the timing piece of it, our team is going to be there to work to help create a plan that is unique to you, your situation, and your new home. And we know that every home buyer's financial situation is unique, and that's why our approach to financing is designed to really meet you where you are. When you choose to finance with Taylor Morrison Home Funding, you do gain access to absolute exclusive benefits that you are not going to find anywhere else, including available credit from Taylor Morrison that you can use in any way that's going to benefit you the most. On top of that, we offer a whole suite of flexible, personalized incentives created to make homeownership just attainable, but more affordable and aligned with whatever your goals are long term. These are not one-size-fits-all solutions. They truly are thoughtful, tailored options designed to give you a little bit more power, a little bit more choice. You're in the driver's seat, and really create value through your home buying journey. With that, I will turn it back over to Christy for a few moments, and she'll walk you through some of these incredible financing options that we have for you today.
Thanks, Andrea. So power in numbers, you guys. So let's start first by talking about one of the most impactful benefits you receive when you finance with Taylor Morrison Home Funding, which is going to be your financing cost credit. This credit is designed to immediately reduce what you need to bring to closing, helping to lower your upfront cost and make it easier to step into home ownership. With this credit, we can help reduce the cash you need upfront by covering several key costs, things like lender fees, title insurance, appraisal fees, and government transfer taxes. But in addition to that, in covering just closing costs, we also offer permanent and temporary buy downs, as well as mortgage insurance support. And these tools allow us to tailor affordability to what matters most to you, whether that's lowering monthly payment and or preserving more of your savings. Another way we create flexibility is by protecting you from rate changes while your home is being built. That is very much a concern with new build properties. We offer long-term rate locks, 6, 9, even up to 12 months, so you're covered if rates rise during construction. You can even apply incentive dollars towards the upfront lock fee, and you're offered a free float down if the rates drop before closing. So our goal is always the same: match you with the right solution so you can move forward with clarity and with confidence. So now let's look at how big of an impact our below market promotional rates can have on your buying power and monthly payments. So if you're ready to move quickly, we currently have limited time below market rate opportunities that can make a meaningful difference in affordability. In the example shown here, the savings compared to current market rates are significant. In these two examples, we're showing more than $500 and $600 per month, which translates into, are you ready? $90,000 to nearly $130,000 in increased buying power without increasing your budget. So we have multiple below market rate options. I'm only showing you a couple here. They vary by market, community, home site, but this makes this an excellent opportunity to start exploring what's available in the market that you're looking to purchase. But if you're thinking you want to build from the ground up, or maybe there's an inventory home that's not ready now, we have a solution for that as well. So for buyers building a home, our Buy Build Flex program is designed specifically for you. Taylor Morrison prepays discount points up front, which allows you to lock up to 1% below current market rates when the time's right for you. This visual is showing the real impact that even a 1% difference can make in both monthly savings and your buying power. So what's showing here in this example is where 1% below the current market rate decreases your monthly payment by over $250 per month and provides over $50,000 in buying power. So next, I'm going to show you two programs that'll help ease you into those payments, especially helpful in the first months or years of homeownership. So if you're looking to ease into your new mortgage payment, there's two flexible financing options that can help. Both give you time to pay down debt, rebuild savings, or just simply grow into your payment. On the left, with a temporary buy down, you start with a lower payment for the first 1 and up to 3 years. Your payment steps up gradually, giving you a soft landing into the full payment. And this option is offered on conventional FHA and VA financing. And then another way to ease into an FHA payment over on the right is by allowing Taylor Morrison to cover the interest portion of your payment from 1 to up to 6 months. And that portion would include your portion would include the principal, real estate taxes, and insurance, which means significantly lower payments right after you move in. Both of these options are designed to make those early stages of homeownership more comfortable for you. So next, I want to share with you our newest program that reduces your payment from day one, not just temporarily, but permanently. So here's where I think we really move the needle on affordability. Buy Build Beyond is breaking barriers to a lower monthly payment, where we're covering your mortgage insurance plus offering you a below market rate, which means real savings immediately. In this example that's showing, putting 5% down on a $500,000 home saves you almost $600 a month. And because your payment is lower, your buying power increases by more than $100,000. So to put that in perspective, to avoid mortgage insurance, normally you would need a full 20% down, which is an extra $75,000 in this example. But with Buy Build Beyond, you get that benefit with only 5% down. It's one of the strongest ways to make your home purchase more affordable. Now, of course, we know that some buyers' monthly payment isn't necessarily the challenge. It's actually coming up with the down payment itself. And that's where this last program that I'll share with you can really help. So if down payment seems to be your biggest hurdle, this program is a game changer. When you pair an FHA loan with our down payment assistance, you can get into your home with a zero down, using a forgivable or repayable second mortgage to cover up to 5% of the purchase price. So even if you've already saved your down payment, but it's the last dollars you have, this actually can allow you to keep that money in your pocket for moving expenses, furniture, or just simply peace of mind. There are no income limits. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer, and borrower contributions can be as low as 0. And for a limited time, we are also covering closing costs, lender, title, government fees, appraisal, all of it. This is one of the most accessible paths to homeownership that we offer. So with that said, I'm going to hand it back to you, Andrea, to guide us through what's next and wrap up our time together.
Thank you, Christy. Really, that was fun with finance, Christy. I will say. All right, everybody. I'm excited now. We're going to walk you through some of the resources that Taylor Morrison offers that we mentioned earlier in the presentation. So there are plenty of ways to explore your home buying options with Taylor Morrison, all from the comfort of your home. Our online tools let you browse available homes, which means homes that have already started construction, learn about each step of the home buying journey, as I mentioned earlier today, and then really dive into the financing resources just so that you can plan with confidence. One of my absolute most favorite features that Taylor Morrison offers on our website is the ability to reserve your home that you're interested in by sitting on your couch, right? You just, with a click of a button, it's as easy as just sliding things into your Amazon cart. You can reserve your home online. It's easy, it's quick, and it puts you in control. Hopefully, we've demonstrated to you today that that's the key, having you in the driver's seat. You're also never on your own. Don't worry, not everything you have to do on your own here. Our online sales team and community sales managers are right there on the other end. They're there ready to help. So whether you have questions, you need guidance on what are my next steps, maybe you want support just finalizing your purchase, they're available to make this process smooth and absolutely stress-free. When it comes to designing your home, we make it very easy, very fun. Our design studio, which I'll mention a little bit later, it really gives you a hands-on access to all of the finishes, the features. It is Pinterest come alive, right? And as always, with any large purchase decision, you're going to have questions along the way. So online, we do have our FAQs, our blog. They are packed with quick answers, expert tips, just helpful insights that can continue to guide you if you want to continue shopping on your own. For a complete step-by-step overview, you can also check out our online home buying guide. It's your go-to resource, everything you need to know about purchasing with a new Taylor Morrison home, and just from when you sign that piece of paper, also beyond to after closing. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about timing, because when it comes to buying a home, timing can make a huge difference. And right now presents a very unique opportunity for you. And here's why. Christy just shared with you that we are offering monthly savings through our reduced rates, increasing your buying power, and really honestly allowing you to afford more home for your money. There are a lot of things to consider. What if prices could rise if the rates drop, right? If rates fall, we expect historically buyer demand to surge. And with that, home prices likely do the same thing. Right now, prices are still competitive. It's a great time to lock in and purchase a home and start building your equity before that time comes. You also have an inventory advantage. There is currently more inventory available, which gives you more choices and less competition. You're more likely to find your ideal home without getting caught in a bidding war. If you wait, the inventory could shrink, and that means the demand increases. And let's not talk about the new home advantage. Buying new means absolutely fewer headaches. You do not have to worry about costly repairs and renovations. You will benefit from a new home warranty, energy efficient features, lower utility bills, and that continues to save you money and stress in the long run. All of these factors make now an extremely smart time to buy. It's about maximizing value, minimizing risk, and setting yourself up for long-term success in homeownership. And talk about now being the best time to buy. Our semi-annual sale at Taylor Morrison has just kicked off. So Chrissy did an exceptional job walking you through some of the ways that we're showing these exclusive savings with reduced rates that are here for a limited time. Whether you're ready to move quickly or planning to build from the ground up, it's an amazing opportunity to take advantage of these tailored financing incentives that we just discussed. And as always, the quickest way to view all of the market level savings is by visiting taylormorrison.com. We did embed a QR code in this presentation that'll take you directly to the site just to make it a little easier. Okay, so we wanted to make a pit stop with our design side. If you love getting hands-on with design, we have design events happening all around the country in many of our markets. Not only do we have our big Discover Design Signature event on Wednesday, March 25th from 5 to 7, where you can chat with our design professionals, explore, touch and feel. You can also enter to win a GE Nugget ice maker. It's amazing. Enjoy maybe some light bites and drinks, but we have something happening every week at our design studio as well. So every Wednesday from 1 to 4, all of our design studios are open for our guests. We love having people stop by. It is very fun. It's relaxed. It's a way to meet our design team and just get a taste of what's possible. So whether you join us at our signature event or pop in on a Wednesday afternoon, the design studio is also where you get some fun. So in closing, we understand that choosing a builder is the most important decision you'll make. And we are so honored to be a part of every step of that journey. At Taylor Morrison, we invest time, care, expertise to ensure that our team is more than just knowledgeable, but we are truly your trusted partner. That is why we are so proud to be named America's Most Trusted Home Builder year after year. As you begin this journey, you want to keep some things in mind. Be open with your sales team about what matters to you, whether it's timing, location, design features, lifestyle needs. Tell us. We're here. We are ready to listen, and we're eager to help you. Visit our communities and experience firsthand our quality, our care, and the connection that sets Taylor Morrison apart. And definitely lean on us. We have got you. We are there. We've spent the time, and we're going to help you navigate all of these offerings. We are here with you today for just a short period of time to quickly move you through it, but our team is ready on the other end. We will break it down so it's very clear. You can make informed decisions, feel confident that you are getting the best value. And we know, trust me firsthand, there's a lot of noise out there. There are a lot of offers. There are a lot of things that you might think are smoke and mirrors. And that's where I really, really, really encourage you to lean in and be open with the team. You owe it to yourself. Definitely partner with somebody that puts your needs first, helps you understand what the options are, and walks you through every step of the way. We are here to help you not just find a house, but a place that you will truly call home. Every one of our markets are filled with communities that have all different families living in them every step of the way and right down the street. We absolutely love going back through our communities and seeing how our home buyers have made the community come to life. It is our passion, and we're just excited that you've taken the time to spend with us today so that we can take you through this presentation. So hopefully you are leaving today with some valuable insights and some inspiration for your next move. We've been answering some questions throughout the presentation. If yours wasn't addressed, don't worry, our team will continue responding after the webinar, but you are always welcome to reach out to us at communications@taylormorrison.com for any follow-up questions. A copy of this presentation is going to be sent out to all attendees, so be sure to check your inbox, maybe your junk box. From all of us at Taylor Morrison, thank you so much. We look forward to helping you find your perfect place to call home. Christy and I both thank you from the bottom of your heart.
Thanks, everyone.